But that's a good segue because our guest is related to being high.
Whoa.
He made a little thing called Dope State with my studio, Starburns.
Hell yeah, he did.
And he's our new friend. Are you out there or are you back there, Gabe? I guess it doesn't matter.
I think he's out there.
Please welcome your new friend, Gabe Sunday, to the stage. Anywhere you like, but I think...
Oh, man. Okay, so first question. Where'd you get that outfit? I need it.
This is, I wore this because this was my, comfy, this is, my comfy editing gear.
That's great. I bought scrubs the other day, and this is like an upgrade of that.
For those listening, he's got kind of a flight suit, military jumper kind of thing.
I got my super tight shirt on. So nice. Starburns, right? Yeah, super tight.
You look like a guy in Top Gun that was the Top Gun's drug dealer.
The out gay one in Top Gun, the only one that's
you had clearance to get on the base, but they made you wear that, so you looked like you kind of fit in.
Right.
I got too high.
That's perfect.
That's good.
That's perfect, man. It's great, man.
Do you find yourself do you ever get too high? Ask that question first.
Absolutely. I have a very precarious relationship with marijuana. I mean, I do crave it because I made a show about weed. It's like a mockumentary comedy series.
We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
Tell me about what you were saying.
Yeah,
Jesus.
No, that's good.
Or just start naming fruits and I'll forget what I asked. You do have options.
Stop saying what you're saying. Go back to what you were saying.
I'm uncomfortable too, Dan.
Good.
I'm in my
When
own
you
head.
get too high, can you describe getting too high? Because people use the word paranoid, and when I was in my 20s, I never understood what the old guys meant when they said, I can't smoke pot anymore, I get paranoid. And I never knew. I was like, first, that sounds fun. Like what you take a drug that makes you think people are out to get you, because nobody's ever been out to get you when you're 20, and so you're like, that sounds like a pill I'd take.
Right. Yeah.
Like I play video games to be paranoid, but then sometime in my 30s, I'm gonna use my I statements. I keep using you, but I'm like, come on, Harmon, speak for yourself. Sometime in my 30s, I had that first I got too high and I shouldn't be because I'm 30. And then I have rent due tomorrow. And the highness turn. I think that's what people mean when they talk about paranoia.
I think marijuana shows us things that we need to be attentive and pay attention to. You know, it's like, fuck, gotta call my dad back. It's been a few weeks, and fuck, I gotta check the thing. And this doesn't feel good. Like, what's here? Is this the lung, or is this the liver? I gotta go, and you start getting your head about that. And I really do feel like pot is a thing that points out things you need to be attentive to. And part of one of the reasons where I think paranoia and uncomfortableness comes from is people who maybe need to just check in with breathing and just being in their moment and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, to answer your question, most times I smoke weed, I'm like, fuck, I always forget this part where I smoke, and then I'm like, oh, we're back here again. It's like, oh, fuck, now I'm in that place. How long is this going to take?
Part of our group that I travel with a lot is a guy we travel with, and he doesn't like to fly, and he takes these little tiny, really, really low dosage, little mints that are weedy, kind of edible mints. Wheaties. And you got Bruce Jenner's on the cover of the thing. Yeah. That's how old these are. He gave me one. He's like, they put you right to sleep. I said, I sleep on planes. He goes, but they're so relaxing. It's all the anxiety that I feel you won't even know that you've taken it. I took it and I was fucking freaking out. I'm gonna play with my head in my hands, going, get me off of this fucking thing. It's
I remember being at an Animal Collective concert and biting my hand until it bled because I needed to be rooted in reality. I bit my hand until I bled. I was the guy in the crowd who was like, I'm having a good time. This is fucking great. It's strawberry jam. Yeah. And I would say that most of the times whenever I've been in because I made a weed show, show, which, by the way, makes it very difficult to sell your show because Broad City, they can smoke weed all day, but they won't sell commercials to a weed thing. Anyway, that's a whole separate thing. The thing about weed is like if you're in a weed show and you go to like a serious meeting or like a blah, blah, it's always like, oh, we brought weed because you're the fucking weed guy. Like you like being really high, really, really high right now. And like it just becomes a thing that it's so normalized, but I'm still not. I have a very love-hate relationship with pot. I think it's a really fucking heavy drug.
Spencer.
Hey guys,
should be respected.
I understand fashion when I'm high. I put on I smoke a doobie, and then I'm like, yo, I need long pants. What's going on?
I mean, that's. I mean, it's true, and that manifests. It's like that a thing of like it's like changing what you're paying attention to.
Yeah,
which never occurred to me. That's exactly what it does.
Well,
which, if you're doing well, if you're in a good space, it could be like your girlfriend's bra strap, or the fact that you need to breathe, like, but in a good way. No, it's like I was trying to create a list because I was like, why was your girlfriend's bra strap?
That's a solid start.
That's a bad one item list because now you're just pervy guy that's like, sometimes the grass makes me twitchy, but it's cool with the chicks. I became a dazed and confused character. I've never seen the movie, but I saw the trailer and like, I'm so high. And then right now, there's paranoia that there's a voice going like, look at you, listen to yourself. Are you listening to yourself?
That's my paranoia. When I get paranoid, I was like, everybody knows that I'm too high and they're going to make fun of me. They're going to ridicule me for being high and poke fun at me. And
well, I'm here to tell you. It's how you'll live.
How do you? What's your uncomfort right now? Like you're at your own show.
Well, I'm getting better.
Parking or like what?
Oh no! Well, but it truly is. It's funny how it's not always like a mortgage and I got to hunt a spotted leopard next Wednesday. I'm trying to make up anxieties. Classic. I tried to improvise a list of anxieties. Number one was mortgage, and then I went straight to mythical creature hunting because I've never had to worry about anything.
Dan, go back to what you were saying.
Like that was where a normal person would have like, I gotta clean the gutters or tie my shoes or not enjoy total fucking psychic hegemony over all creatures great and small to the point where I have to create my own crises so that I can feel valuable. I can feel the tension of me pushing up against failure. As otherwise I don't know if I'm alive. Anyways, so you made this.
I'm just really happy I'm not high right now. Like I would be staring at you, being like, "Gotta think the funny thing. Gotta volley off that."
All right, so tell us about Dope State.
Yeah, thank you for saying yes. Yeah. Great smile from Jeff. I'm feeling rooted on here.
Yeah.
Dope State's show we made at Starburst Industries took a couple years and was it's a mockumentary set in the cannabis culture boom in California. And I play a handful of characters, dab girls, daddies, dealer. Oh, no, you play a dealer in it. And then we're surrounded by a lot of comedians, most of which are in the Starburn space, at least some degree, kind of passing through and showing everything from like Silicon Valley culture to the people getting pushed out of the industry, which is what I grew up around, growers and dealers who are now getting pushed out because of dispensaries and all that. So this first season, 6 episodes on Pluto TV, and it really focuses on the old school pot game that's being like completely just decimated by the big cannabis boom right now.
Pluto TV.
Pluto TV, it's free TV, Spence.
On Pluto and Earth.
Yeah. Channel 420. We're on the weed channel, Channel 420.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
On brand.
Pluto TV is channel 420?
No. It's 420 on Pluto TV. So you get it on your phone, and then channel 420 is the weed.
Okay, I got
the weed channel.
A couple days ago, Cody informed me was the your last chance to get married and have your 50th anniversary be on
42069.
Yeah. And we were reaching for the keys, like on our way to City Hall. And then we were like, can you imagine trying to get that laugh 50 years from now? You'd be like, first I have to explain calendars to a fucking hologram of Pokemon that's just like coming through my id because no one's real anymore. Like there is no people. If there's people 50 years from now, I
quit.
I quit.
Yeah.
Spencer,
I'm cutting you off.
do you have any opinions about the corporatization of marijuana?
I think it's there's the schism between legalization and decriminalization, and obviously in California we chose legalization, and that opens the door for big businesses to steal all the businesses of honest drug dealers without preventing drug dealing is just selling a product. The medicine people do it, and we say it's great. But they're just taking all the business from all these earnest, hardworking folk that have been fulfilling a big need and getting arrested for it, which is bad.
And obviously, they're not. I don't even know why I have to ask this out loud, but because there's probably some discussion about it. Why am I explaining why you ask questions?
Because you're high.
You're high as bat pussy right now.
Whoa.
Bat pussy.
And they sleep upside down.
I got belfries. They sleep upside down.
That's about as high as
they live in belfries and they sleep upside down.
I heard that from Steve Agee. I'm like, that's the greatest stuff I've ever heard in my life.
You don't get any higher in the animal kingdom than a bat pussy.
They sleep on the ceiling, but upside down, so their head is lower than their pussy.
Right.
And it's not just bat genitals because the male bat penis immediately flops down like an ironing board in a hotel as soon as it goes to sleep. And it's just every inch counts. Ask the people that built the belfry. Why'd you put that cross up there if it wasn't to beat the church across the street? In this arms race for God's grace. What am I saying?
No, this is good. This is good.
It's a legalization. Is basically
this is some ASPD stuff.
What? Why?
The propositions are passed, and then legalization's pushed through.
Should I get you some popcorn or something like that? You want some?
We can get some pizza?
Just call the police.
Oh, I did. They're coming.
I just want to talk to someone that'll put me straight.
No, this is actually perfect because I'm experiencing the other side of the pot thing. Like, if you're having a little bit of like uncomfort, I was really high yesterday at the Renaissance Fair.
Oh, man. We didn't go to another Ren Fair, miss.
George R. Martin was there 2 years ago. I saw him. He had a little like dinky dragon on his shoulder. Like he was walking around just buying his meats and drink. He was having a ball.
Just buying his meats.
But I'm
There's a great butcher shop there. You go get a nice tenderloin.
Big turkey leg.
Yeah. I'm experiencing the next day weed lackadaisical lethargia of like the mind of like bad pussy. I got something to say about that. And then it's like someone pressing against my forehead, just like setting me back. Like that's what I get. That's the negative side effects for weed for me is like
a hangover.
Is like that. Yeah, the weed hangover. I hate the weed hangover.
I love it.
No.
I'm trying to stop smoking weed. I've been getting paranoia and panic attacks lately. Not great. I was in line somewhere. I thought I was having a heart attack.
Yeah.
I might have been having a heart attack, actually.
And you pace back and forth and you're like checking your pulse because if you're going to have a heart attack, you want to be the first to know.
Right. No one else is going to
do that, kids, is to just always check your pulse.
Is that just after smoking? Like you just after smoking?
It was in that case, yeah. In these war movies, like a bombshell goes off nearby the person and they have this ringing in their ears and they can't hear anything. That was happening to me and I was like, wait, that doesn't happen in real life. That's a movie thing. I'm dying. And
no, I swear I was going to mention that. Like and then I thought, don't bring that up. Like that's a subjective experience for you. But it's interesting that you brought that up.
Yeah, because you probably heard people say, I get panic attacks. And I never looked up what a panic attack was. And I was like, yeah, I freak out all the time. What? But like, no, a panic attack is like a medical thing where it feels like you're having a heart attack or whatever. It's terrifying. And that's been happening. It's no good. I've been trying. I smoked on 420, but I haven't really smoked the last couple of weeks. I don't think I'm going to keep smoking.
Now, do you think, gentlemen, for the panel.
Yes.
Do you think that is a function of biology, chemicals, or anything, or is that more psychology? Your life changing and getting high, having the same effect on you that you're parsing it differently because your life is changing.
I would guess aging has something to do with it. And I've read just long-term weed use leads to different side effects than short-term weed use. So after you've been doing it for several years, it can actually affect you psychologically differently than the first 7 years or something. So it might just be like late weed use or something.
Man, when did we become such squares?
I mean, I've heard that. I think it's pretty common for people as they get older to be like, I was really into weed and then now I'm feeling like all those negative things and I've got no time for it. But like it does, Yeah, it has. Especially being recently like doing promotion and all this for this, and like I've been thrusted into the scene of like go weed, like it's the fucking thing for everything. You know, like
CBD.
And CBD, and I've had some really good experiences with CBD that didn't freak me out, but like it's still a pretty intense drug that thrown into. It's just not all the heal all end all, and I think it's more of that. It's got this collective excitement behind it, which is wonderful. Like I love that, but it's also like you can't throw it into any mental situation. You know, and especially like edibles. Like I thank God we're in a day where you can pick out the thing for the airport because like okay, my mom would hate that I would tell. My mom would not like that I would tell this story because there's still a little shame in my family between weed. But my mom, she doesn't smoke, but she wanted to like make it for her kid and his friends, and so my adorable 72-year-old mother, 71, she was cooking it to make us these little space balls. And when you cook THC...
So what's a space ball?
Space ball is like a little thing like this big, and you put... Is that like not a term that
it's
people
like
know?
A baked good?
Like a space cake space ball?
I've heard, space cake I've heard, but these come in spherical form.
Little like little munchy things that are healthy, made out of organic stuff. But what she didn't know is that when you cook it into oil... That psychoactivates the weed, and then it's oil.
It catalyzes the psychoactivization of process.
Right.
I mean,
science word.
If you want to get technological,
it intensifies the psychoactive.
No. It turns it on. Right. Weed is not. The psychoactive property of weed is not really turned on unless it's heat activated, from what I know. And when you put that into oil and you cook it, it's hot, it's ready. And my mom then, without gloves, started making these little space cakes with like...
this is not where I thought the story was going at all.
So I get a call from my sister. I'm in a wedding, and I get a call like, you gotta come home.
Oh my God.
Mom is gone. I was like, well, I had one of them. Like, it's a little heavy, but like, just, tell her to sit down, put on some Discovery, whatever. And I come home, and my mom had ingested like an ounce of pot, and she was puking. She was freaking out. Watching my mother, go through like a bad trip, which was all, it was, and she was so scared. And I sat with her, and she was like, Gabe's home. Gabe, like it was like deathbed shit, and and she was like grabbing for me. She's like, I can't look, it's too bright. And every time she'd open her eyes, she'd be like, oh no, like it's too bright. And then
she's like, did Red Dead Redemption come out yet?
I missed it.
You're like, Mom, I've never seen you like this.
and she like grabbed me and like held me and like held my hand, and she was like shaking, and I was like, Mom, I've been to Burning Man like 8 times. You're the fucking highest person I have ever seen. And it was legit. It was topical. It was like, it went into her hands. She didn't smoke any of it. And then it got awesome because I sat with her and we did like Tektahan, like breathing shit. And like, I leaned into her ear and I was like, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. I sat with her for 2 hours, and pretty soon my mom was like, we're spinning to the left, Gabe, and you're with me. And it's us, and we're spinning to the left, to the left, to the left.
That made me so relaxed just now.
I recorded it. She was like, listen to what I'm saying to you and never forget. And it was
always to the left.
Right. Back and to the left. And I'm like, whoa.
The Holocaust happens. Don't let them convince you.
Follow the money.
Soylent Green is people. Everything to the left.
Shit came out. She was like, get everybody from the family out here right now. So we all come out. My dad's there. My dad, who has no idea how to handle this shit, he's like, honey, your kids love you. My mom's like, stop it. Don't talk to me about anything. Like, it was coming up. And I was like, Mom, Jesus, Lord, like, like, fucking get it. She's like... So, but we ended up holding hands, and I was crying and she was crying, and it like...
And to what extent, I get the feeling, I think, from talking to you before, but I kind of hope I'm wrong, that your parents are kind of, on the front side of this box. Your parents aren't like principals in a Pringles commercial. Your parents were hippies, right?
Mr. and Mrs. Mike Pence. Yeah. Back into the left. Fuck, mother. Fuck.
No flavor crystals in my library. Whoa, it's fucking reefer. It's a little, but somehow that makes it more endearing.
Yeah, I mean, she grew it, and my dad was.
She grew it.
Yeah, she grew it.
That's all you need to know about that answer.
But she grew it, and then my dad was like, yeah, he just was uncomfortable about the whole thing. But yeah, I mean, we're in like the Bay Area, and you know that. But I still say to anybody listening, you know, with the whole normalization of shit, we got to catch up with this crap. You fucking can't cook your weed and touch it with your hands. Like, that must be happening all over to moms.
I went to
moms across the nation.
Like, making their kids up their weed. And
somebody gave me a big ball of hash, and someone told me how to make butter out of it, and so I made this like butter the exact color of your jumpsuit, like this really khaki green, like
really into the jumpsuit.
And he showed me how to make butter, and I did heat it. I put it in the thing, and I made cookies out of it. And I thought I'm gonna take a half a cookie, give it like a few hours. Let's do the baseline control group thing and see if it. I got a little high. It was good. And I was dating a chick at the time, and she came over, and we were gonna go out and do something. And I forgot all about it that I'd taken it, and I wasn't like tripping, you know, like crazy. And she's sitting on my couch, and she's like, Jeff. And I kind of snap out of a trance, and I go, oh, sorry, what? And she goes, are you okay? I'm like, what's going on? And she goes, you've been standing looking at the window for 10 minutes. I was like, yeah, that tree. She's like, she just sat there. She's like, what is he doing? I was like, oh, yeah, I got high earlier. So then I go, these are pretty good. And I took 2 and went to, here's a bad idea. Anybody see the movie Coraline?
Don't see it.
In
bad
3D?
Idea.
Do not see that on way too much edibles. I was sitting with Jay.
Jeff, that movie never came out in 3D. That was a rare 2D only movie by decree of a special dimensional commission.
I was with Jay Johnston and somebody else, maybe Mark Rivers, I don't know who it was, and I was like so freaked out. I was so paranoid. I couldn't breathe, and I couldn't do the 3D thing because they were flying into my head.
Sure.
And it was like get
all the Coralines.
Like I was trying to defend my brain from all of these demons and monsters and shit coming at me. But if I took the glasses off, that's worse because now it's all blurry and fucked up. So I didn't want to just sit there with my head in my hands. And we're at the arc light right in the middle, and it's so dark in there. In the arc light in Hollywood, I'm sure they all are. No, man.
As opposed to those really bright movie theaters.
The Hollywood run is fucking dark. I went to Pasadena. I'm like, fucking, I could see my popcorn, bro.
It's like film snobs go there. It's like a richer black.
Yeah.
It's a higher quality black. It brings out the silver and the nitrate behind the film.
Yeah.
No exit sign.
And so, but I was like, if I try to get up and walk out here, I'm gonna fall over everybody, and I'm gonna break my neck and make a fool of myself. It's like I'm not gonna make it through this movie, and I wanted just to sit there with my head in my hands, but then I was gonna ruin the movie for my people next to me. So I toughed it out, and I don't remember anything about that movie except my own just freak out. And we all went, and we went our separate ways at the end. I think we all met there, and I calmed down towards the end. And the next day, I called up those guys I was with, and I said, "Hey, I'm sorry, I don't know if you noticed. I'm sorry. Like I was fucking high, and like I was freaking out the whole movie." And they're like, "Dude, I was too." All 3 of us were in the exact same boat. We were afraid to if I would have known,
men,
that we
talk about it, man.
Like, to the left. To the left.
You guys were all like, man, of all the nights to roll with the Coraline intensive crew. You're like, shit, fuck. You're supposed to be totally intense about watching Coraline in this group. And you were all just high.
Yeah. If you know where I live and you go through my trash can, when's trash day? Thursday? Yeah. If you go through my trash can, there's drugs in there. Because somebody gave me these beautifully...
Noted.
That's a great cold open to your next story. Is that what that was?
Well,
What a paranoid thing to say, Joe.
It was like a Wizard
You
of
all-
Id panel right
you
before.
fucking all know where I live.
Yeah, I know you're going through my fucking trash. If you do it again tonight,
Hi, folks. My name's Jeff Davis. Who am I? Let's put it this way: you go to my trash tomorrow. There'll be drugs there. Welcome to the show. I like the hash browns and scrambled eggs, and then you're like, anyways, the A story this week is I lost my keys. But anyways, continue, please.
So there's a guy that used to go to the drawing room, and he's let's call him a drug dealer, and
Let's get rid of this shame culture.
yeah,
Just be a drug dealer.
He brought drug-flavored drugs, and I paid him money for them. And then he had money, and then I had drugs, and now some of them are in the trash can.
Stop calling yourself a friend that has drugs when your friends have money and want drugs.
Yeah.
You're a drug dealer, man.
Exactly.
Own it.
So he's given me a wide variety of I like the more of the hallucinogenic thing, and so he gives me mushrooms sometimes, and he gave me some acid once, and I took it too late and I fell asleep. And don't sleep on acid. That's the worst.
What happens when you sleep on acid?
fucking incredible.
I fell asleep on the
hot
couch
takes.
after I watched Cabaret, the movie.
Oh my God.
It's great.
Like on acid?
On acid, it was fantastic. But then I fell asleep on the couch. Oh, Cabaret on acid, fucking do it.
Too demonic without the acid. Is it an inversion?
It starts up. I was like, I had to hit pause. I'm like, I've seen this movie 100 times. I'm like, I'm gonna watch Cabaret on acid. And Joel Grey's face pops up in the first scene with a and his face was like this Ralph Steadham drawing. It was fucking great. Oh yeah. So anyway, I fell asleep and I was still really going. And you're inside this crazy like fireball of imagery that's inside your eyelids.
A champagne supernova?
And you have to keep opening your eyes to like to get back to just where's the plant? Where's the TV? Like plant me somewhere. You close you're just tripping with your eyes closed, half asleep. Don't do it. I don't recommend that. At any rate, he came in one day and he goes, "Hey, I've got these things. I know you like mushrooms." He goes, "I've got these. They look, the little Dove chocolate bars, little tiny ones that are wrapped in the red foil. They're kind of square and rounded on the top. They looked exactly like that, like professional wrapping Dove chocolates." And he goes, "These are mushroom and a little marijuana." I'm like, "Okay, that sounds pretty groovy."
Hey, where's the
Ice
medicine
bucket?
that counteracts the
Steve, bring the ice and such
Okay, now continue.
Vodka, please.
Just a little advertisement there.
I got you. No, yeah.
for Brewmate.
Yeah,
with the umlauts.
Popeye needs a spinach, baby. You got to fucking have that vodka.
This show is tragically brought to you by alcohol.
Kettle One.
Hello, Steve Levy. Steve Levy, everybody.
Steve Levy's in episode 3 of Dope State. Check out Steve Levy in a very tight turtleneck, looking like
How are we supposed to see your
Steve
show?
Jobs.
Let's sponsor your story with his show.
Oh yeah.
How are we
Brought
supposed to
you
see it?
Pluto
by
TV.
Pluto TV.
Pluto TV, you can get the app or you can go to pluto.tv, but get the app and go to Channel 420
Channel
every
420.
Friday for the next 5 weeks. Every Friday at 420, you can see a new episode of Dope State, and then at the end of that, it'll be on all the VOD ports and such.
Hell yeah.
And our promos will be Jeff Davis singing Cabaret. What good is staying alone in your room?
Oh, that's the finale. That's not the
Is
the
it?
beginning.
Were you tripping out when all the little blonde Nazi boys were like walking in a line in the movie? Were you?
Yeah.
You really-
Tomorrow belongs to me. But that's fucking good.
I've
a great
never
scene.
seen Cabaret
it's
because
great.
if I wanted to take acid, I'd take acid. I see the commercials for it, and he's like, "Welcome, bienvenue," and I'm like, "No, I won't do it.
My parents,
I'm already scared of life."
My parents took me to I saw that with Joel Grey at the Music Center, or like one of the.
He goes to see his own shows. You went with him?
I went to go see. Wow,
know.
I went to go see with my parents. So I was like 6 or 7 years old. We went to go because we would go to see everything, like big plays that came to LA, and I was sitting there like 7 years old, 6 years old, and it's about Nazis and like lesbians and abortions, and like I remember thinking like looking at my parents like, this really isn't for me. I mean I didn't know what any of it meant, But I remember thinking, the people sitting near me, they're going to be like, "There's a kid right here."
Yeah.
And then, and the way home, I'm in the car, and I'm going, "Diddly-dee-dee-dee, two ladies, doodly-doo-doo-doo." It was a song about Menage a Trois, and my parents were just laughing. I remember that. I had no idea what it was. So anyway, the guy comes in with his chocolates, and I buy the chocolates, and I take the chocolate, and I thought, I thought, oh, like I didn't like it because the mushroom thing happens, but then the weed comes in, the edible thing came in.
Wait, you were on acid and THC?
No, this is different.
Okay, different time.
Thing. So I just didn't, it's not a good story. I tried them twice and I didn't like them because the weed part, I'm like you, weed fucks me up. Like I get way too affected by marijuana.
Well, now if the people, cannabis people, I smoke my fair share of weed and I can get down, but
You're still cool.
yeah, I'm still cool.
You still got it.
By the way, I don't want to be distracted by this for the rest of the night, but I can help you with that story. I'm kind of like a Hollywood script doctor.
Whoa.
But if you want to meet about it, if you want to put something
Do it.
together, like I'm between projects, I've failed at all the other ones, and so